Hi everyone, it's Kathy, and I wanted to stop in today just to talk a little bit about everything I've got going on, because I know that on this page I have come out a few times saying I'm going to do this for work. I'm going to take therapy out to the streets and see people in their own houses. I'm going to whatever. And over the course of years of me always wanting to do something besides working inside the clinic, and I have a little bit in pieces. Um, I just never really fully got the ball rolling. I would always be distracted by, picking up extra hours because, the house needed something, or just the need that the patients and the staffing needed in these facilities, that I just didn't really set boundaries and couldn't really say no, and just, you know, always worked so many hours that then where do you find the time in the day? And what happened was, after the past 18 to 24 months, I don't want to sound like a drama queen, but I am going to call it moral injury. And I said that a lot while I was working, when my coworkers and I would be kind of burning out and trying to encourage each other. It has just become so challenging. And I think it's challenging for all healthcare professionals. I think it was a little bit more so even for therapists, because Medicare had made some changes to the reimbursement for therapy, and then, of course, COVID. So the combination of those kind of changed the atmosphere of what, that kind of tied the hands of therapists a little bit. We don't have the autonomy that they always made it sound like we were going to have in school. We don't really get a say. It's all dictated by insurance and by whatever. And that can be its own set of challenges to the therapist, because some people need more than others. So I don't want to drag on about that, but that's why I'm where I am now, because I kind of said enough's enough. Like, I feel broken inside. And these people that are coming here for therapy, these people who are coming to the hospital and needing to go to therapy, whether it be home or whether it be in a rehab facility, and if it's a rehab facility, is it going to be an acute or a subacute rehab facility, and who's going to take them, and how long is it going to take? And families and patients are not told the same thing straight across the board. They're told mistruths. And I'm not saying they're lied to. I'm saying that people who live their whole lives working in one certain setting, and that's all they know, that whatever they're told to tell people, or whatever they're told the next level is like, is what they tell you. But they could be wrong, because they've never worked it before. And so the combination, of me working in all these settings and then hearing all these mistruths and hearing all of these confusions and feeling, I feel these patients and their loved ones. I feel their frustration. I feel their pain and their stress, and how upsetting it is to not know what's coming next and not know how to better advocate for their loved one. And how am I supposed to rationalize this or fix this or help them when I can't even get the same answer out of more than one person in this building? They all tell me something different. And why don't they get more therapy if that's what they're here for? And why, there's just it's been so challenging to be the patient and the provider, honestly, at this point, that I just had to come out and say, you know what? I'm going to start a group, Aging with Grace. I'm going to start a website. I'm going to put blogs on there. I'm going to start a podcast. I'm launching it the first of the year. I just recorded the trailer yesterday. I am going to couple that with a couple weeks after the podcast starts. I'm going to do a 5-day workshop, free to anybody who wants to join. And let's really work on trying to make that better. Let's partner together to give you or anyone you know, like seriously, everybody is aging. Everybody plans for fun stuff and not the non-fun stuff, like aging, or that someday people are going to end up in the hospital, that someday something's going to happen to somebody and you don't know what to do about it. Why? Listen, I live in New York, so like I know that if I'm driving in the snow, I don't want to get in an accident. I don't want the car to slide off the road, but I know if I'm driving in snow and it starts to slide, I've got to steer into the slide, not away from it, if I want to get control of my car again, right? Same thing. You're not looking for somebody to get sick. You're not looking for somebody to have to go to the hospital. You're not looking for somebody to have to go to rehab. But chances are it's going to happen at some point in time, and you best well know how to navigate it, especially nowadays. Because if you don't, you are just setting yourself up for financial trouble, for a lot of undue stress, for a whole lot of anger and frustration, and you don't even know where they're going to end up in rehab, or what it is that they're going to end up doing, or what tests are even appropriate or not, or what you should be advocating for, because you don't have a plan. And the information that I have from working in all these settings and doing and having the career that I've had, could you find most of this stuff someplace else? Yeah, but it's going to take you a long time. It's going to take you a long time to try to research it all and find it all and put it all together and even know what it is that you're looking for, because you don't know what you don't know. And that is what has fueled me. People deserve better. You deserve better. Your loved ones deserve better. Any caregivers, any family members, our kids taking care of us as we get older deserve better. The only way we're ever going to change it is if we know. If we're all informed consumers, we can advocate for ourselves and we can have a plan in place. And so all of my thoughts that I wanted to go do this, that, or the other thing has kind of funneled itself into this situation right now that I feel so passionate about. Because can I still come into your house and give you therapy? Of course. I'm an occupational therapist. I love people. I love helping you get better. I love coming into your house to do it, because that's where you are. It's so much better than trying to pretend all the time. Well, how tall do you think your tub is? Can you try to get into it? Let's kind of simulate it. It's so much easier to come into your house and give you therapy. But how many people can I reach doing that? Trying to come out between this therapy page and the Aging with Grace group, and certainly the website, because the website, I have blogs and stuff on there. I write the way I talk. It's really easy to understand, but I put all sorts of information on there. The difference between palliative care and hospice. Gifts to get somebody who's older or in a facility. Like, you name it. I just talk about stuff. Oxidative stress. How to, stop us from aging as best as we can. I have lots of articles on there just because I want to write and I think people would benefit from hearing about it, or some people might like to hear it. But I just wanted to come out and explain why you see me posting the things I'm posting, why you see me more on Instagram, why I am just trying to get to know people even a little bit better, because it's the heart of it all. I care. And I want you to know I care about how we're handling our parents getting older, how we're going to handle our own aging so that our kids aren't having to take care of us. Right now there's 10,000 people a day turning 65, and at least 75% of them have no plan for what's going to happen. And they're going to end up in the hospital or sick or something happening to them, a majority of them, not all of them, in the next 10 to 15 years. And it is going to almost cripple the Medicare system because they don't have a plan, and it's going to be very costly. And a lot of them are going to end up with dementia. And what are you going to do about it? People aren't trained well enough in dementia. I have lots of stuff to talk about with dementia. So, most of you know I'm a certified dementia practitioner along with lymphedema, but I also am a certified geriatric care professional. So I want to be that liaison for you. I want to help you to not just plan, but to know what you don't know, to put it all in one place. And so I'm really hoping that the podcast, my little 5-day workshop, really resonates with people, and you can join me and help me help others, share it along the way. I don't get paid anything for those things, but I just feel it's the only way that I can really reach the masses. And I really, really hope to see you there. So thanks for spending a little bit of time with me, and I'll talk to you soon.